Namaskar everyone. Here we are going to discover the importance of expansion of the self, expansion of the heart through an example. The example is built around a setup where a dam is being constructed. Local villagers come to the project manager named Manohar. The villagers are worried about losing their homes because of the dam. This tells that the project was not focused on the village displacement in the first place. When the villagers had to come with a query, with a problem that their displacement is not being looked after, this shows many things. Now, manager can have various responses. We will see two responses. First response is where he is very narrow, where he thinks only about himself. Manohar only thinks of himself and his company. In that response, what happens we will see. A villager is coming to the manager and is saying, "Sir, so many of us villagers will lose our homes. We have lived here all our lives. What will we do?" Manohar says, "Sorry, I don't have the power to do anything about this." In fact, we see what is actually going in his mind. He is thinking that what happens to the villagers is not my problem. Government has given us this project. It's government's job to worry about it. With this attitude, we will see impact in three levels. First, impact on his own self-development. As a human being, Manohar will not grow. He'll remain limited and narrow. And that attitude of narrowness will strengthen by this response. We see another level of impact, and that is on the company that he works in. Such a manager will definitely bring disrepute, bad reputation to the company. Another level of impact we are going to see on villagers and finally the country. When villagers come to Manohar and the manager is not showing any concern, villagers will feel bad, will feel outraged. This can cause various social evils of revolt, of fights, of damage to society, to public property, to the company itself. This will have a ripple effect which will spread across the country. Today is the age of social media. Very soon, because of this one person, manager, company and the government will be implicated, and revolts and anger and protests will crop up in the entire country. This response, this example clearly shows that a behavior of one person can have such a far-reaching consequences in the entire country. We will see another response where Manohar includes the local villagers as well as his company in his thinking. His concern is not just for himself and his company, but he is also concerned about the villagers. So when the villagers have come to him with this problem, he escalates the matter to his boss. He calls up the boss. He is calling and telling, "Sir, many villagers will lose their homes because of this project. What can we do so that the villagers don't suffer and yet our project is also not affected? How do we find a solution, sir?" when the manager is communicating the challenge to the boss, definitely some solution can be derived. Now we will simply see the same three levels of impact of this response, of this behavior. With this behavior, what is the impact on him, on Manohar? As a human being, Manohar will feel more expanded, will feel more satisfied, will feel more happy that he, through his power, through his position, has taken a step for the betterment, for the help of the villagers. His expansion will give him strength. We'll see the next level of impact, and that is on the company he works in. Definitely, a manager with such an expanded view, with such an expanded attitude, will bring positive impact on the company's reputation. The villagers will be supportive of such a company whose manager, when approached, listens and tries to help out, will definitely receive support from various sectors. Finally, what happens? What is the impact on the villagers and the country? Villagers, when they see that the company, the manager is listening to me, to us, it will again have a positive ripple effect. They will feel happy. They will feel an upsurge of goodwill for the society around them. This ripple effect will reach the boundaries of the country, and the entire country will be impacted. How? Other companies might feel motivated to take up steps to cater for the goodwill and the benefit of others, rather than being selfish and driven to cater to their selfish needs. Here, through this response of expansion, we again see that just a single person could impact not just himself but the villagers, and also the country at large. A fundamental understanding of this exploration, a fundamental discovery that the engager, the audience, can have is that the question that what will happen just by my single-handed work, this question is answered satisfactorily. If I do something, it can have far-reaching negative or positive consequences. Also, one more discovery there is, and that is, these habits of expansion or contraction doesn't happen just in a day. It is a process. So as a child who is engaging with this exploration, he or she discovers that if I practice expansion in my mind, in my action, in my purpose, in my concern, from this young age, I, a child, develops this habit, develops this mental pattern that will stay and grow as I grow. Thank you.